Hello and welcome to Rolling Homestead, and today we're going to have a chat about different things on the homestead, how things are going on, and we're going to wait a little bit here to see who can pop in the room, and then we'll start this off. We'll see if some people come in here and get this thing going. Welcome to Rolling Homestead. Who we got watching? We got Hunter watching with us. So today we're going to do a little chat, little time spent on the homestead, what's been going on, weather, whatever comes up. Where I know we're supposed to get another couple inches of snow this weekend. So Tiny Hilltop, how's it going tonight? Hey, my slice of heaven, how's it going? We're testing out some of the new stuff here tonight, new mics, new camera. So hopefully it's clearer and better. Do a little bit of chicken chat. I know one of the topics I wanted to talk about was common stressors. So in the background here, hopping around, is my son Hunter. He is very energetic tonight, so maybe we can get him laughing and joking too. So what you been doing, Tiny Hilltop?
Are you asking me?
Nope, I'm asking Tiny Hilltop.
Who's that guy?
Just hanging out. Yeah, me too. Tomorrow's supposed to snow. So I'm sick of the snow. I want to get out and planting and do some of the springtime things, and I can't because I'm in a foot of snow yet. But anyway, so my slice of heaven, what kind of things you got going on with you? And one of the things I like to do too is we're gonna pull up. All right, you got your first chickens this week. All right, I'm getting mine on the 22nd, so it'll be exciting for that. Gotta get stuff going. I gotta build a chicken tractors yet and all that other stuff, but I'm trying to wait for it to warm up a little bit.
So are you trying to build chicken tractors?
When it starts to warm up, we will, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Might happen.
What?
It might happen.
Oh, yeah.
Really will.
Yeah, we got our place. I think we'll be here a year and a half. So we had a lot of things going on this first year too. Now we started to settle in, and now we can actually get going on some of the other stuff. When we bought the house, there's things that we wanted to paint and fix up, and this one here decided to fall off in one of the staircases outside. We had a big cement concrete slab out there, and he fell and almost right on top of his head. So then I had to put a deck up. But there's always those things to do, and then once you get everything dialed in, then you can settle in, and it's always a good thing. So Tiny Hilltop, I'd go through some of these common stressors if you want. We got ourselves a good book a year and a half ago. This is the name of the book. It's Raising Chickens. And there's a lot of good information in here about things that we just overlooked. And some things that we didn't know about. And when I went through it, it was every time there's something that comes up, we go and check the book out if we don't have a clue what's going on. And it's helped us a lot of times. Dr. Chicken is what I call about. But some of the usual or unusual minor stresses for chickens, too much time between the hatching and the first food and water. They sometimes if you get your birds, oh, that's cool. Yeah, all that stuff is a necessity. I've been watching some of them people live totally off the grid, and they say that eventually they go and they do put electricity on there. It's just too hard trying to run the generators and trying to do their work around there, and they got to be constantly filling up gas and generators and running batteries, and it's a big pain. Hunter's taking his tongue out. He's bored. Yeah, not for us either. I like to be able to generate my own power, and then not have to worry about being on the grid that way. But I looked into it, and we had a place come out of California to give us a quote to put solar panels up and stuff like that, and get all set up to go. And they were going to come out here with their engineers and everything, and it just so happened that was the 7th day without any sun. And so I called them up and I said, I don't think that's going to work. He asked me, well, why not? And I said, well, we're going 7 days without any sun. I said, I don't think solar panels are going to do anything for us. So that was the end of that conversation. We're not in California where they get weeks and weeks of sun. What kind of chickens did you get, Tiny? Were you just getting meat birds, or did you get layers too? No, total off the grid is painful, especially in a cold environment. You got to run out to the outhouse, or you try to get water, or go to a river, or if you do have a well, try not to keep it from freezing. Pumping water, there's all kinds of stuff. Hello, my view from the woods. Welcome to the chat room. Just talking about homesteading right now. We're talking about off the grid or on the grid. Pains and aches and pains of being off the grid. And Roger, welcome. Solar is your best friend, yeah. Yeah, we just talked about that. I lived in Scottsdale for a while, so I went to Mojave School, so I know all about Arizona. So you guys, one thing I like to do in my chat rooms is talk about the guys that are in here. If you like them, subscribe to them. There's 3 dots alongside their name and their chat there. You can go to their channel and check them out. You can do it right from there and give them a sub. If you like what you see, helps them out. Give us a big thumbs up. If you like our broadcast. I like to see that the chat room is starting to fill up here. You got 7 in there right now. Have some good conversations. And I like to do a little bit of video time on your channels. I like to throw them up so everybody can see that. Yeah, we have all the water. Yeah, Roger, we pretty dry right now out there, I bet. But like I was saying, is I like to give some time of the channels that are in here, so you'll see me throw up your channel, go through some of your videos if you have videos, and talk about them. And gives you guys a little bit of time for the people that are in the chat room to see what you're all about. So I like to do that. And so what interesting events have we got to talk about tonight? You have a chicken go down there, Tiny? Nope, I'm not off grid. You in the woods? No, we're on grid. They do a lot of gardening and homesteading, selling chickens and chicken eggs and that kind of stuff. But we're still on the grid. Up in the north woods of Wisconsin, but we're still on the grid. Yeah, Wisconsin would be tough. I did a 3-day bushcraft. I had built a bushcraft about 2.5 years ago camp, and I did a 3-day around the woods in the middle of January, and I was kind of shocked on the things that happened, how much food I was burning through, and water, and just trying to stay warm at night so I don't. And I was sleeping in a kind of makeshift cabin, lean-to kind of thing next to the fire, but it was definitely hard. Welcome, Larry. Welcome to the chat room. I was looking at bees too, Roger, but I don't know how that would work around here. We got a lot of apple trees and a lot of stuff for them, but I was just seeing if I can put up one of those beehive or the swarm catchers. I'm not a fan of winter camping. No, it's pretty rough. Definitely separates the people from the real world. I'll tell you that. I was glad to be home when I got done with it. I was checking on the wind power in the area over here because we live in a flat and it's pretty windy on here all the time. But I got to check to see because some of the people that I talked to told me that they put up a windmill and then they were told they couldn't run it. But I was trying to do it. I'm thinking about, hey, Deagle, I was thinking about doing a wind turbine because I heard it needs less wind to push it. But it's definitely a thought that has been going through my head now. Just a little one right now, just to run the pumps and the chicken coops and stuff like that. Then maybe go bigger to the house. I like to do something with geothermal too for my greenhouse and try to warm up my greenhouse that way. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, how's it going, Eagle? I'm on a little bit earlier tonight than usual. That's kind of nice. Organic gardening. Hello from North Carolina. Now we're getting a gardener. So guys, you see these guys coming in here, guys and gals, please share and like and subscribe. The little dots underneath alongside of their channel and talk there. You can click on that and give them a sub if you like what you see. Yeah, I do that with I use the greenhouse effect for my chicken coop with composting, and we're 17 below and we're keeping it 40 degrees in there. So it's been works out really well. If you could spin that fast enough, Roger, and the generator, you'd have to do some gear reduction to get that generator spinning, but if you got a constant flow of water, it's just like a big old paddle wheel, and that's what they did to run electricity. It worked probably really well. You'd have a constant flow of electricity. Dale Farm in northern Wisconsin. Good evening, first timer. Well, thanks for joining us. Another Wisconsinner. All us cheeseheads. Yeah, if you keep it open in the cold months. Micro Homesteader, how are we doing tonight? It'd be pretty hard I guess in Wisconsin if that water was really moving fast, it would freeze up and you'd have to be out there chipping every day. Keep it open. So guys, we got 9 in here now. Everybody check each other out, and if you like what you see, give them a sub. Had critters. What kind of critters were they, Dale? The big dark ones, or are they just coons? I didn't think bears would be out yet. They're probably still sleeping. It's still pretty cold, but you got rocks on top of the cans, or you just got them just closed up? I think you guys give that thumbs up. Give a thumbs up if you like what you see. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button while you're here too. Thanks. Yeah, I got cameras out watching my on my coop door and around the area there. I don't need a wolf or a coyote to come in there to try to take something, so at least we can see some of the things. Porcupine, huh? That's Woodsman's prime rib right there. Got to get at him. Well, last night a freeze will be tonight. That'd be nice. We're supposed to get more snow, so I wish I could. Last week I saw some grass and it started to look like we're going to be able to do something, and then 3 days later we had a nice big snowstorm. Yeah, that was actually back in the day, the old porcupine was protected because just for that reason, if one of the trappers or something would get lost, it was supposed to be really good eating. Yeah, Tiny, it's been a rough one. I don't know if it is ever going to end. So while we get this thing started, one of the things that I like to do is I like to grab some of the channels and give them some little show time here. So I'm going to switch over and we are going to open up the screen here. So bear with me. We are going to go to organic gardenings first here. And got some nice plants going on here. We have North Carolina. Really nice channel, guys. Hope you guys can go check out Organic Gardening in North Carolina. Got some really good videos up. Transplanting in spring. I just did that too, not too long ago. You got Santa Claus here. Peach tree, we're going to try planting that this year here in Wisconsin. So the Commanders. So we're going to go to now, we're going to pull up My Slice of Heaven here. We're going to go to their channel. Hey guys, and hope on mine, give me a thumbs up and share and helps everybody out here. They're showing their homestead and how they're working on things, the buildings, and property tour. Tiny Tim. So if you go check out My Slice of Heaven. Yeah. Tiny Hilltop's got a really nice channel. He does a lot of, we're going to be doing the hoop house like he has. So this is some of his stuff. Send me a micro homesteader if you want. Send me a private message of your email and you can come on right now if you want. So we got chicken handling over here on Tiny's Hilltop, the preparing his arrival for the hens. He's got some DIYs, some really good stuff. You know, that's the other thing is don't be afraid to go and subscribe to these bigger channels and watch their videos and do some chatting, and they're more than happy to help you out. Tiny's been a part of my channel since I started the live streaming. He's in here all the time, so he's a good subscriber, good supporter. And them are the ones that you're looking for there to come back. Micro Homesteader. So there's Tiny's channel. So this is Micro Homesteader's channel. Skunk versus groundhog. I wonder who won that one. Canning split pea soup. Pinto beans. Seedlings, starting at seedlings there. So we got a lot of good information on here. Another one too, guys, if you can help them out, 70 subs. Show them some love. He's got a bunch of nice videos in here. Old Marlin 38, 22. Bunch of videos. All right, so Roger. What's Roger been doing? This thing too, guys, is I like to see it because, like here, Roger, I don't have a subscriber. I haven't subbed this channel. So by doing that, it allows me to see which ones that I have. So Roger, you just got subbed by me. And I do go through my chats, guys, later on, and I do check to make sure that I have everybody. But Roger's got a lot of stuff here. Spring Break Vacation Ranch. Arizona Home, Indian Paintings. That's really cool. We got the drones. So a lot of good stuff here. So make sure you guys all go check out Roger's channel. When I was out there in Arizona, we used to go and play in the buttes all the time. That's the two mountains that separate Arizona from Scottsdale. Jerry, nice to see you. How you doing tonight? We're just going through the channels right now of the different people in the room, showing them some love. You guys get them all, go check out their channel, subscribe to them if you like what you see. And then last but not least, did I miss anybody? I don't think I got my view in the woods. So my view we got from the woods, 131 subscribers. He's got us a lot of nice videos starting out for the starting seedlings. Hey, microgreens, I got them too. And too busy with my other ones right now, but I want to get back into that. They're really tasty. Maybe talk about that a little bit here. But guys, go check him out. He does microgreens, camp mats, homemade seed starter mix, double cup method. Some really good stuff here for starting your plants. So you go check him out. That's my view from the woods. I like that channel art there. It's pretty nice. And then last but not least, I think I got everybody in the room. And our channel, besides the live streaming, we do, I've got a 10-foot grow table with grow lights. That's actually what's sitting behind me. We do smoking meats, health benefits of different vegetables and drinks, eggs, the build of the new chicken coop, build of the smokehouse, smoking some cheese, making summer sausage, and we did some in my beginning years of YouTube, I did a lot of bushcraft, so that's the start of my videos. But there's a lot of educational things on there for people that want to see starting out their channels, or not their channels, but their homestead, chicken coops, that kind of stuff. All right. All right, there I'm back. Yeah, right behind me with the blue lights, that's our grow table, and this rack right here that's my microgreen rack, but right now I'm using it for all my vegetables because the grow table's got 2 racks, it's up and down, so we got a lot of stuff on there. Right below the Google sign is my microgreen rack. So yeah, microgreen, I'm running a Google Hangout. So if you want to come and join the live stream with me right now, just go to my YouTube page and leave me a message in there with your email, and I'll put you in, and you will become part of the live chat as we speak. So we got 10 people watching tonight, and we're going to be discussing one of the things I want to do is for those that have new chickens, this is the time of year everybody's out buying their chickens. So yeah, it's pretty nice. The grow table has really done some beautiful things. I'm gonna go grab one of my things I like doing the most is hot peppers. This guy here he's roughly, I think, almost 9 weeks old now, and this is a Carolina Reaper. And he's been pruned once, but he's really nice. Hoping he stays that way and grows really big. but we got, we're doing sweet potato slips. I got them started. I've got 72 sweet peppers that are going, and we probably got over 100 jalapeno plants. Up a truck. Thanks for joining us. Talking about grow tables and starting your seeds and getting chickens and all that fun stuff. And it's really important about the seed starting, because if my beliefs are, if you get the right seed mixture in the soil mix or the pre-mix, and it's full of vitamins and nutrition for your seedlings, they're really healthy and strong. And then when you take them outside to the garden, it continues to go that way for the rest of the season. So it's a really good idea to check into getting yourself, if you're doing your special seed or a soil mix like I do, or if you're buying potting mix or seed starting, it helps to get the better stuff. Usually there isn't too much in there for fertilizer. It's pretty neutral. One of the biggest things I use is worm castings. Yeah, I mix that with my soil, and it gives it a little bit of a spruce up. See you later, Jerry. Yeah, pop a truck. I can turn the lights on. It'll get kind of bright, but you guys can see I've got behind me, I've got 3-foot tomato plants actually in here that we started up, and they're doing really well. But yeah, right alongside of us here, you can see these tomato plants. Maybe she'll bring one. Well, there's one already. I actually got to start to tie him up some more here, but I've been trimming them as he goes, getting rid of some of the suckers, and I'm just gonna let them go. I make these for people, and they're kind of like for the decks, that kind of stuff. Well, we got muskmelon up there. I actually have flowers going on some of the muskmelons. I'm gonna have to pick them off. They're too early yet. Oh my hand, smell tomatoes. But then we got I got a whole rack all the way from where you see the sticks pop up over there. We've got more peppers started. All our tomato plants are started. Up on top up there is big cabbage heads and little cabbage heads, and we're 16 pounders and an average of 8 to 9 pounders. I got cauliflower and some of my herbs started over there. So we got our next round ready to go. Yeah, we were talking about geothermal. I want to do that for a greenhouse, actually, is my idea, to keep the greenhouse at 50 degrees year round. I just haven't figured out how to. There's a couple different designs that I've seen is where people put double liners on their hoop houses, and they blow warm heat through there. And one way there's a guy in Colorado that does that, but I was thinking about using geothermal to run heat in there. I think it'd be a pretty efficient way. Especially here in Wisconsin, it's, you can have a whole week or so that's in below zero. So Roger, our growing season is anywhere from 119 to 124 days. That's why I have these plants pretty well started. And plus, I like to prune up my pepper plants. Gives them a stronger base. Us living in this windy environment, it's pretty late for Florida. Yeah. Usually we're able to put our stuff out here at the end of May. With the hoop house, I'm going to be going up. I'm hoping to start my season about a month early and extend it a month. So, but I like to play around with it. Yeah, sure thing, Dale. The top lights that you see up on there that I'm shining right now, those are T8 lights. They're 6,500 cal, and you can get them bulbs probably at Menards around here for us. And them are LED lights. And then these over here, these ones down here are your traditional T5 ones. And then I also got some I also got T5 lights on my microgreen table, so when everything is lit up, there's my grow room. So your T8 lights are going to be a lot less consumption of energy. They give off absolutely no heat. Where your T5 lights, your normal grow lights, your traditional grow lights are a lot hotter. The ones on the micro table or micro rack over here, those are also T8s, and they're 6,500 cal, and they're full spectrum. So you need to make sure that you do your research. Yeah, Papa Truck, we did. They were delicious, actually. I got the some stuff here that last batch that I have to do yet, but I've been so busy with the big table. But I started with this. For anybody that wants to try microgreens, this little guy, you can get these on Amazon. Great way to do a little starters. This is arugula, and it's really easy to get going. And then we got red Russian kale. Then we have our basic, your salad mix in there, and then the radish is in that one. Sprout House, that also has radish in it. These are all really good. And then the spicy salad mix was really good. That's why I got another batch to run of that. And then basic salad mix again. And then this one is all sunflowers. We did that, and I was really enjoyed the sunflowers. They tasted really good. But it's an easy way, you put them in there, you water them down, in 10 days you got your trimming already. So, and cutting off your greens, it's a great way for you to get your vegetables, and they're very healthy for you too. All my seeds. I'll turn some of these lights off so they ain't such a glare. Yeah, there's a lot of my view. It's Microgreens are fun. The kids like planting them, eating them, and I just took some of the soil. It's kind of funny. My soil, when I was done with them, I just reused my soil. And actually, right here, some of the microgreens that didn't come up are coming up in this now. So I get to eat them twice. Yeah, this one too. So all these little microgreens are actually the ones when I trimmed off the microgreens to harvest them. I just took and reused my soil, and now they're coming up in here also, so you get it twice. Kind of neat. These are obviously too big, but really good. There's a pea shoot I just ate. It's always nice that you can go and get fresh vegetables. And one thing I like about the microgreens is you can do that in the middle of winter time, and you get that fresh vegetables, and it's really healthy for you. That was good. Yeah, they add a lot of flavor to the food. You got that right. And they're really good to toss in salads. Uh, we were putting them in eggs. We were doing all kinds of stuff with them, so it was really good. Yeah, they like spreading seed all over the place. We had some really big sunflower seeds this year. We just fed them up to the chickens. That's the other thing too, guys. In the cold, if my chicken mix, I do 16% protein, but then I mix it with cracked corn and sunflower seeds, and it's been working out really well. Yeah, really good deal. Yeah, as long as it's warm, that's the biggest thing. Keeping it warm is in Wisconsin is a trick. But you can some of them are 7 to 10 days, and you're harvesting ready. They only get they only get about this tall or so, and then you cut them off, and away you go. I'm just Yeah, Papa Truck. Microgreens are the new thing. That guy got me started out of New York City, and he runs a commercial sized microgreen facility in his house. And what caught my attention is he's making was $60,000 to $150,000 a year on selling microgreens. And I looked online, and they're anywhere from $30 to $40 for a couple ounces of microgreens. And a lot of people use them for juicing, a lot of that stuff. So they're worth it. You're only going to get one cutting out of there, Dale. That's why you saw the other ones popping up in my dirt, is because you cut them off, and then I break up the soil and throw it in a bucket, and I reuse it, and they're popping up in my peppers now. There's a couple different ways of you can actually use soil, and then you can use the cocoa pad too, where there's no dirt involved in it. You just gotta pull all the stems out of there and shake it out, clean it off, and start over. No mess method. And actually, when there was funny about the radishes, I think the radish microgreens are spicy enough. They're actually like a hot radish. Sorry about that. They're really good. Yeah, I can show you that it's actually called jute pads, and this is the no mess method. These are 9x9 squares, so 2 of them will fit in a grow bed, and you just wet them down and put your seeds on, and it shows a picture right there. Really easy. Once I get my garden going and all that stuff off that back table, then the other thing too is I use my heat pads, obviously, to help the germination process. Yep. You want to see something that can grow, you should grow sunflowers and the pea shoots. Them things you can actually see grow. Actually set up a time lapse on one of them. It's just amazing how fast them microgreens grow. Yep, that's where I watched it. Actually, Papa Truck was Curtis Stone. 100 grand on an acre. Yep. It's amazing how vegetables are turning around, and that's one of the concepts of this channel is building your soil so that your minerals and the content and the vitamins that are in your vegetable, so you can get the most out of that plant. Because a lot of these guys like Curtis and everybody else, he doesn't do back to Eden gardening, which is what we're going to be doing, but they show you by putting the right input into that plant how big you can harvest off. Another one I like to go and watch is M.I. Gardner. He's out of Michigan, and his plants are just beautiful and they're enormous as vegetables. And Michigan, and he's getting 3 pickings. Hey, Dylan, what works? Glad to see you're here. Well, when these guys are taking and getting 3 different pickings from there, that's around here. I'm lucky if I get 1 the old way that I was doing it. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, the new camera and the new mic, and did some modifications and some setups, and I think we got her dialed in now. Took me a while to figure it out, but I figured I could do it. Well, Papa Truck, the no-till method is, I'm a farmer, so I grew up on a farm. I was raised until 18 on a farm, and then I moved to Arizona, or moved. Then I moved into the service. But so it was really hard for me to understand it too. But then I went and saw, let me let me pull this up. Can't remember his name, but he does the Back to Eden garden. He's the one that started it. And when you think about it, think about how the woods works, how everything grows in the woods, seeds are planted, and how great that soil is. And that's what the no-till method is all about, is he's putting the compost, which he's calling wood chips, on top of the garden, which is constantly fertilizing the garden every time it rains. Wood chips hold the moisture. There's so many benefits from doing the Back to Eden garden method. One is you don't have to bust your back anymore rototilling. It holds moisture, so there's less watering. And the plants that he's got going on, he's got snow on plants and he still got flowers. It was mind boggling to me. I spend hours watching these videos to see that I can make sure get everything perfect. And that's what my chicken coop is designed for, is I built it so that the chickens break down my compost for me so that I can put it into my garden. So this year we will be starting from scratch, the Back to Eden garden method. So, and I will be videotaping the whole process and how it works and some of the ideas and the things that we do wrong. It's all going to be on there, Papa Truck, so you can see it for yourself. But the no-till method is because of the fungi and the microbials that are in the soil, worms, worm castings, all build your soil. When you go and you till up your soil, you're disturbing all that. And that's why the no-till method is such a high demand right now. And they're just building their soil. Yeah, it probably. I know I watch going organic. He's in California, and he does a lot of the raised beds. And it's let me see if I can find his channel here. We're gonna go to My Slice of Heavens. But he has a lot of different things going on his channel. Just gotta find it here. Here we go. It's from Learning Organic Gardening and Growing Your Own Greens. John is another one that I've watched. He's out of California there, and he does raised beds and no-till. He's got a lot of good things about that. Little Bean, glad you could join us. So if you want to go check his stuff out, Papa, it's he's got a really good channel. And right here's M.I. Gardner. He has another one too that has been helped me out a lot with some of my stuff. What you up to tonight, Little Bean? Let me turn these lights back down. Oh. There we go, back to normal. Dylan Woodworks. Well, tomorrow I'm going to do a video on fermented cabbage and the health benefits of it. So because we're just about out of it. Just edited tomorrow's video. Yeah, I got 2 on there. I'll show you another one here of we had that snowstorm come through, and I think we got a total of 12 inches here in the last 4 days. So it's pretty. I went from seeing grass to seeing feet of snow again, and had 2-foot snow drifts. Hidden Harvest, how you doing? I'm doing great. Just going through some of the plants and starting seeds and getting the baby chicks. There'll be another one. I got the brooder been put together and clean up for this year and get that ready for the baby chicks. So I'm sure I'll put a video out on how I do ours. So it should be pretty fun. We got a lot of stuff planned this year with the trees and the garden and the chickens, and we're doing the Red Ranger meat birds. So there'll be a lot of stuff going on. Or one thing nice about this cold weather, before it chills out 2 more, I got to make some more brats. I should do that. Yeah, Roger, it's a big thing, and especially in the desert where it's dry and you got sand. And I seen that out in the one in California too. That it really changes the soil, so you can actually grow some really nice stuff. There you go, all indoor harvest. Yeah, behind me is my 10-foot grow table, and it's double layered. And we're gonna be doing hoop house this year. Because I only got 119 and 124 days. So it's going to be a nice, hopefully the plants are nice and pruning them up and been growing pretty well. We're going to do biochar this year. I actually got to make I got the 55-gallon drum sitting out there, and there's a bunch of pine that was laying around here that we're going to try the biochar. But I save all my ashes from my smokehouse and from my grill. And there's still a lot of, there's some bigger materials in there. Yeah, I want to make a big 55-gallon drum for the biochar, and because I also want to make my own charcoal too, or called char lump. If I can't find that video, show you guys the dumping. How's that work on your carrot beds there, Papa? Work pretty good? Take care, Dale. Yep, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining. Guys, if you like what you see, please share and subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. It does help us out. Hey, it worked. Yeah, rabbits and deer. I was lucky enough. I got um, my garden and everything is sitting in 2 acres of deer fence. We bought a deer farm, so that was nice that it's all enclosed. But they still can. Deer can't get in, but everything else can. So for all you guys out there that are in the warmer states, this is to torment you, or I guess to feel the pain of us in Wisconsin here. This is like I said, I was exactly last week I was seeing grass, and Tuesday we woke up to this.
Well, guys, welcome to Rolling Homestead. And today we're going to go check out the damages from that snowstorm. So I'm going to show you some of the things that are.
Food for us. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Dylan's on getting so sick of snow. I hear you.
This is a drift that I had to bust through last night just to get into my truck or get into the yard.
This was just terrible with the amount of snow, and then it took us 3.5 hours to get dug out so I could get to work. That drift was all the way from one end to the other of my driveway, from my shop all the way up.
That's a snow drift that's in front of my shop, so that goes all the way to the road. That thick.
$40, that'd be nice. It's almost t-shirt weather.
Look at this.
That snow drift that was blocking my gate to get into my chicken.
My chickens.
And there's my garden. It's buried underneath.
A busy morning. That is insane.
It's crazy how much snow we got dumped on in a short period of time.
Almost 2-foot drifts throughout the whole driveway till you get about.
I would take boiling hot today.
What do you think, Coda? Try it out. Tell him. And here's our old coop. Looks like winter's back in force. So I just wanted to show you that. Coda's gonna try it for snow. You gonna go snow diving?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show you that, guys.
So there's what we had last week. Hopefully this week we're gonna get snow tomorrow and Monday yet, and then it's supposed to back off and get back into the 40s. So Roger, it's not. Yeah, beach sand. Yeah, that'd be nice. Hey, Terminator. How's it going? Yeah, no more snow for me either. I'm tired of it. Food forest. We actually got 2 quince trees going. I got one that's a year old, and I'll be putting another one in this year. For those that don't know what a quince is, it's a Russian lemon tree. It's kind of different. It's good for the cold weather here, and likes to bloom early and can handle our cold environment. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. They're kind of neat. And that's the thing too, guys. If for you on the homestead, one of the things that I looked at was how do I get everything that I need on my homestead, and reap the benefits from it. And if it isn't worth anything to help us to get rid of it, makes nice jelly. I'm hoping to make some nice lemonade too. I don't. That's what I heard. That jelly was really good, but I'm hoping we can get some nice lemonade out of that. Quince, yeah, quince jelly. I'll have to remember that. But we're going to be putting in a lot of blueberries and cherry trees and pear trees, peach trees. Yes, lemonade. All right, that's good. We're going to have all that good stuff. But that was the thing, is I wanted to make sure that everything on the property was worth, some kind of benefit to us. If it isn't herbal or medicinal, something we can eat, harvest, something that can be fed to the chickens, or the animals. That's kind of how I built everything around the homestead, was to make sure it was beneficial to us or the animals that are on it. Roger, it's called a quince tree. It is a Russian, kind of like it's a Russian lemon tree is what it looks like. It's really neat. For you guys in Wisconsin, if you go to Young's Seed, they have it there. Yeah, guys, we got 14, well, we got 13 people in the chat room right now. Please like, share, and subscribe to their channel. Please give us a thumbs up and share the video. It'll help us out. Oh, that's kind of neat. I got to check into that. Lens goes back there. That's cool. I got the forbidden fruit growing in my yard. Actually, Deagle, yes, there is. There's a, I got this handy dandy book here when we first started doing chickens, and it has a list of things that you're not supposed to give your birds. One of the things that was in there was tomatoes, and my chickens went and just destroyed a couple of my tomato plants. They loved them. But for the most part, the only thing that you're not supposed to give them is onion. And I heard potatoes, raw potatoes. Yep, is another one. I heard not that you're not supposed to give them meat, but we had some meat that was kind of iffy, and we cooked it up and gave it to the chickens, and they loved it. And man, did they kick out some eggs, let me tell you. Sure thing, I will. Actually, I'm gonna check that out right now, because you weren't in here when we went through the food forest. You were not in the chat room yet when we went through all of the different channels. chat coming up. I know I have you in there though. Yeah, I'm actually subscribed to your channel. I don't know why. .com. Food forest permaculture. I was just there. Yeah, I'll have to go and check that out because I really need to learn some of the environmental things that we got going on here. Well, that'll be cool. I'll have to check that out. Food forest permaculture.
Like dates and firm.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of videos on. I see. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time there. Well, thanks for the info. That's good. Papa truck. Is there a lot of Swedish folks in your area? No, I don't think so. See a lot of pictures of John. I gotta go to the one that you had with the Homestead or .com. You got a link to your channel through there? Because for some reason mine is there. It is. Something going on there. Wow, I can see your pics on .com. That's beautiful. That is amazing. That is really cool. So what I'm going to do, guys, so everybody can see what I'm looking at, is we are going to share. I'm on Food Forest Permaculture. So guys, here's his website. soil banks, natural organic weeding. So go and check them out there. Get schools on the food banks. So food forest, have you ever heard of that enamel or neem oil for the natural organic for HD company? Yeah, we're in central Wisconsin. I don't know where Pentwell is though. Thanks for joining us. Food forest, have you ever heard of neem oil? It's supposed to be a natural way for, okay, yeah. Does it actually work? Knocks out the bugs. Yep, that's what I heard. If you mix it with that soap substance to help set on the plants, it's supposed to be a natural bug deterrent. Kills bugs. Okay, that's even better yet. I didn't have too big of a bug problem last year. All right. Oh, we're back. So yeah, HD. I don't know where Petenwell is, but we're way up north in northern Wisconsin. I don't know why it's showing you that I'm in central Wisconsin. Aphids, yeah. That's why I don't want my sweet potatoes get attacked by bugs this year. I got a nice batch of slips going, and hopefully they do well for me. It's another trick out there for you gardeners too. You can go get your sweet potatoes and stick them in some water in a big old canning jar, and you'll get some slips, and that's how you start your sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes are really healthy for you. That's really interesting about the biochar, because I've got osmonitis, and we're gonna try to, because I have a lot of heavy clay soil, so I got to do a lot of soil build this year. And there's a lot of people in here right now that would benefit from you talking actually about the Backwheat method and that kind of with biochar and like that. Um, because of the minerals and stuff, and how that helps the microorganisms and stuff like that. Oh, right there, how to build. There you guys go. How to build soil bank is a good vid to watch. Yeah, I can't wait. I was wishing the snow would go away. So HD, where you're a homesteader or what's gardener? What's your hobbies? Oh, cool. I'm a tool and die maker myself, so that's kind of cool. One thing Papa Truck is if you listen and go watch his food bank or his soil bank video, one of the biggest things is if your soil is healthy, the bugs ain't gonna come because the plants are healthy and they have a natural way to fight them off. And like the nitrogen for your leafy plants, that kind of stuff. So just by building your soil up is going to help to get rid of some of them bugs. You got healthy soil, healthy plant, because when the plant is stressed out, it gives off a pheromone, is what I was told, that attracts bugs. So like when you first put your seed layer, your plants in the ground, they're actually giving off a pheromone saying that they're stressed, and the bugs come to take naturally to take the death out of the soil to break it down. And once the plant gets healthy, then it quits giving off that pheromone. But I don't know what time these plants show up on your stuff. There you go. The soil guy is talking. I know it's all about the soil and how it's healthy soil and it works in harmony with each other. And if there's something that's missing, it can all fall apart. Plant your early girls outside tomorrow. I wish I could. We're supposed to be getting a couple inches of snow tomorrow. That's cool for us. That's kind of what we want to do this year too. Is we got the local food pantry, and I went last year. We had an overabundance, and I didn't have the stuff that I have now. So I'm hoping that we have enough to give to the food pantry here in town. So it's really cool that you're doing that. That's a big plus there. Anytime that we can give back. Yeah, Luke's got a good channel. I do like watching his channel. If those guys out there with M.I. Gardner, um, he's pretty close to my same growing season. I think I'm a little farther north than he is, but they also use molasses in um, compost tea. But I'll have to. Thanks for letting me know that, Organic Garden. I'll have to check that out. Food Forest, have you ever did any research on the compost tea? Is it actually as good as all the videos show and worth all the trouble of putting it together? Or is it just better to put the compost out there and do the back to Eden method? Oh, okay. Use it often. You got the big mixer and the 22-gallon garbage can and the sprayer and all that, or? Hmm. I watched that video on making the compost tincture. Well, leaf mold. They use that leaf feeding and leaf mold a lot in England. I seen that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do with the back to eat method too, is because we were just talking about that with Trucker is, yeah, Papa Trucker. Yep, I did. I bought a deer farm and I'm turning it back. The guy that had it here, he had some really nice bucks in here. But now last year I had some red Angus, and we have 21 egg layers, and I'm going to be running 52 Rhode Island Reds this year. So, and with their gardening and everything else. And then I use my chickens are what actually break down my compost, so it's a quick and easy way. So it's a double win. But yeah, chop and drop. Yep. I throw all my scraps for my garden and around the yard. It goes into the chickens, and they dig around and eat what they want, and then turn the rest into compost. And then we take that out and we throw it in the bins, and it goes right onto the garden. Yeah, it was. He had at one. I think he had like 20 some deer in here at one point in time. There was a lot. Yeah, people during deer season up here, there's lights were out and driving by and checking out his deer, and one of his big bucks that he had, they got spooked and ran into the fence and broke his rack, and that's how I got the house. I think is because he was getting tired of people coming by and disturbing the deer. Yeah, I'll have to check in all this. Should be writing this down. I'm definitely going to be checking into that. Have you you remember Food Forest, that guy's name from the Back to Eden Garden method? The one that started it? Well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Paul Gertrude, that's what it was. Thanks, Papa. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, Justin does. I remember that. Thanks for stopping by, Food Forest. Yes, it's been a very educational pleasure. Thanks again for all the info. There's a lot of guys though that are out there that have a lot of knowledge, and that's kind of why I started my channel up too, so I could help people with getting things started in a homestead. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, he's kind of, when I watched his first one, it was really funny about how we're breaking his back and how God was telling him, why are you doing that? I sat and watched a lot of his videos already. It's been very educational, both biblically and on the soil and how to build your trees up. So it was a good time. Oh, make sure I subscribe to you, Papa, there. Yep, I thought so. I thought I had you in there, but I want to make sure. I got you. I'm hoping I want to start one in Wisconsin here with some of our people that we have here. There is a lot of different homesteading channels that are right in Wisconsin, and I'm hoping to start something around here actually. I stumbled on this trying to learn foraging. HD. Well, yeah, we were talking about that the other night. Actually, I can actually bring some. One of my favorite books for foraging is the Peterson Hand Guide here. This is my go-to book that I have for that goes with me wherever I go. And then they came out with, it was not too long ago. He's got another one here that's just for medicinal. So two channels that two books that I go to all the time. They're really good. So HD, if you haven't seen these, you can get these on Google, and they're awesome books. Because in my spare time, I do love to go out and see what I can find. We have a lot of stuff around here, a lot of the wild edibles and medicinal plants that I have going around here. So I don't really have to look around too much. I got so much here. I know this year we're going to do some of our dandelion root coffee again because it was just delicious. For those people that have to have that coffee fix like I do, that's a really good way to get yourself off the coffee and get something healthy in you. Actually, I gotta look for something here in a second. Yeah, I don't organic gardening. I don't have a smartphone. I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Look at it this way: what happens when the power goes out or your cell phone dies? The book is. Another good treat, you guys, is sumac tea, or sumac lemonade is how I like to say it. That is really, really tasty and really refreshing in the summer. Sumac sounds like a weed. Paul Gercha, that's his last name.
Hey, I'm John Daly. I'm known for the Harley boring lifestyle. Loud outfits, massive drives, no filter. Look, if you like to play it safe, obey the rules, and that's your problem. That's fine with me. But if you want to take it to the next level, grip and sip it with a John Daly's hard iced tea or half and half.
So guys, I'm gonna run to the boys' room here, so I'm gonna have a video come up and play. I will be right back. Guys, welcome to Bushcraft for Wild Outdoors in Central Wisconsin. My name is Mark, and thanks for joining me. Tonight, we're going to sit by the fire, have a little campfire chat, and we are going to make sumac lemonade. And they all start like this. As you see these on in the woods, on the sides of the roads, and peel them all the way apart here, get them into clusters. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick some in this bowl. Guys, there ain't no rocket science behind this. You just throw some in there. The more you get, the longer it sits, the tartar it is. Now we're going to take some water. And what you want to do is you want to squeeze break this up really good. And you want to let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes. It's going to get, the longer it sits, the stronger your Kool-Aid. Okay. And then we'll add some sugar. And we got a little taste tester here, so we'll ask him how much it tastes. Once again, guys, this is high in vitamin C. It's a healthy drink you can do out in the woods. Put that on. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Duty calls. All right, so we're down to, we're at 2 hours, almost 11 o'clock. Well, guys, we're going to call her tonight. I'm probably going to be back on again tomorrow evening. Hopefully, we're going to be doing a live chat with Living in Wisconsin Living. So I want to thank you again for stopping by and this very interesting conversations that we had. It's been great. So you guys all take care. God bless. And we will see you on the next one.